By the end of this video, you're going to learn 3 simple ways that the world's best long drivers and drivers on tour use to increase their clubhead speed and hit further drives. Studies tell us that the further we hit the golf ball, then our scores will lower, and this is because the further we are up the hole, we're hitting less club into the green, our dispersion circles are much tighter, meaning we get the ball into the hole in less amount of shots. So let's get into this video, look at what some of the world's best long drivers do, what the longest players on tour do, and how we can practically apply those to your game. Let's do it. Right, so step 1 is super simple. We're gonna work on the golf swing between P1, so the setup position, and the first parallel in the golf swing, so P2. To increase our clubhead speed, we actually want this phase of the swing to be really fast and aggressive. The longest hitters on tour and the long drivers, they move back the quickest in this phase. And this is because we want to start to create an almost like a little counter force. So what happens is the quicker we swing the club away from the golf ball, it requires more strength and more of my power to actually get the club moving in the opposite direction. More speed this way means we need a greater force to actually stop the club swinging away. So we actually start to create some really nice sequences in the golf swing here. So there's 2 really good drills that I've got for you to work on this phase 1. The first one is start the golf club past the golf ball. So having the golf club here over the left side of the golf ball for a right-handed golfer almost creates this little counter move away from the target. So you can see I'm actually moving more of my mass over to the left side of the golf ball here. As I start to push away, I'm almost creating a little bit of a block at the start of my swing. So my mass, my weight is starting in the lead left foot. As I move the club away and stop it, you can see I'm creating a little spring effect with my feet there. You can see I'm going left, right foot, and it feels really nice to create that sort of sequence in the swing. You can hit a few balls like that. I mean, let's just hit the first one away here. So again, this is drill purposes now. So we're going to start past the golf ball here. We're going to start to swing the club back. And you can just practice this maybe next to the golf ball, just start moving that club away, and you can feel, if I start from here, I haven't got really much room to move away from the target. So starting on that lead left side past the golf ball just creates a little bit of drag, a little bit of momentum, which leads me on to my second part to this phase 1 to increasing your clubhead speed. I've got a second drill to work on things from P1 to P2 in the swing, and you're just going to need 1 alignment stick. What I want you to do, I want you to put that alignment stick and stab it right into the ground. You can see on this almost 45-degree angle pointing up towards this right trail shoulder, and I really want you to dig that stick into the ground. Now imagine the sword in the stone. The sword in the stone, this is my sword in the stone, or in the dirt here in Morocco. Grip that stick, and I want you to feel, how do you pull that stick out the ground? So firstly, I need to be left. I'm not going to move that stick out the ground from starting in this position. I'm going to start left. As I start to pull, you can see how my body needs to almost move in this direction to begin with to get that stick and to yank it out of the ground. That's exactly the same movement that you need in this first phase to increasing your clubhead speed. So stick in the ground, grip it, start left, start pulling your mass, and you're moving your pressure over to that right side to pull that stick out of the ground. Awesome, simple drill that you can do to improve this first phase of your golf swing to increase the clubhead speed with your driver. Let's move on to the second part, something that I call, and a lot of coaches refer to, uploading. So how can we upload and reach the top of our backswings? So granted that we've moved the club away in a quicker direction, we're then going to start to complete. So a lot of long drive coaches and a lot of long drivers refer to this as the uploading phase or the unweighting phase, and this is because at the top of the swing, a lot of these long drivers, they are actually super extended and almost feeling out the ground with this trail leg. So you've moved the club away to P2. As you take the arms up to the top, how do you feel your lightest in your right trail side? So I've moved the club away, I'm moving up to the top. If I feel heavy in this right side, I'm going to be down into the floor. I'm probably going to jump out of the shot early on the way down. If I'm super tall in this right side, I've got more extension with the spine up to the top, which increases my range at the top of the swing. I can actually get my arms a little bit higher, so the more arc, the more momentum I can make in this backswing gives me a greater opportunity or a bigger window to create speed on the way down. So start left, we're moving away quick, we're uploading to the top of the swing. I actually really like this. If you imagine a left-handed follow through as a right-handed golfer, so a left-handed follow through would look like this towards the camera. If I'm starting at address and I'm moving that way, so a left-handed follow through, so a left-hander would be backswing to follow through, spin the club around, right-handed golfer as I am, do a left-handed follow through, which would be like this, or as close as I can get to it. That is a nice example or a nice simple thought of what you need to do if we are going to increase our club head speed, or we're going to start to use some of these long drive techniques to improve our basic club head speed. So super simple, these things. I really like them because they're very productive and you can start to put them in play straight away on the golf course. So let's move on to the third and final step, and this is going to tie everything together. So we've done step one, we've done step two. If you can get this third step, it's going to seriously increase your chances of hitting the golf ball further by increasing your club head speed. So let's just go through them again. So we've moved away quicker. We started left, we moved away quicker to P2, shaft parallel. We've gone from P2 up to the top, we've unweighted the trail side, we've unweighted, we've extended, we've got the arms right up into a nice position. What do we do next? Well, we call this uploading. I'm going to call this downloading. So how can we move down? And essentially the longest of hitters on tour and the longest of hitters in a long drive scenario, they're actually moving the arms in the quickest phase from the top down to mid arm parallel. So P4 to P5 in the golf swing, right here to here. So they're moving the hands and arms quickest, and they're putting a lot of pressure in the ground. So we've unweighted, we've got out the ground. We now need to get back into the ground to the shaft parallel. So a really nice exercise. This is super awesome. Take the golf club head and maybe make a little split grip here with your hands. I want you to go up to the top and I want you to come down and stop and try and snap your golf club. You will have never heard any coach tell you to snap your golf club, but I want you to try and snap it. So how do I go up, come down and stop here and snap the head? You can see the head wiggles when I do that. That's a lot of pressure down in my hands, in my arms, moving my hands down really fast, so the fastest phase you can. I get players to do this all the time. How fast can you move down now from here to here? This is really putting a lot of pressure. You see a lot of flex in my right trail leg there, and I'm getting my arms to move much quicker. So that's the third and final step. If you can tie everything together here, oh my God, your club head speed is going to go through the roof. So let's give this a go now in a practical scenario. So the first one, I'm just going to try and put everything together, and I'm going to do it as a little drill exercise here for you. So this is the swing I want to replicate. I want to start forwards above the ball. I'm going to go back quick. I'm going to go back faster than I was. Maybe do it in a controlled manner to begin with, so you're not going to injure anything or you're not going to break any bones or anything. So you're going to start past, you're going to go back, you go up, down, and through. So this is how I'd like you to practice this now. We're going to hit 3 balls and we're going to do each phase in every ball. So the first phase, I just want you to start above the ball and you're just going to hit one just from this normal setup. Just raise the club up, move it 1 or 2 feet past the golf ball, and you're just going to swing back and hit the golf ball. You'll be amazed at how quick it feels. So start here, go back and just hit it normal. So that felt super quick. It was a little bit out the heel of the golf club, but honestly it felt a little bit effortless because I started left, I moved, and everything was kind of in sync. So I started to create some really nice sequence there in the golf swing. Right, let's try the second part now. So we're going to go for the uploading phase of the golf swing. So Granted, we're not going to start past the ball when we're on the golf course. We're just going to start behind, but we're going to start to use some of the exact same feels. So we're going to start left, move away, then we're going to try and unweight this trail foot. We're going to try and get up nice and high with the arms. You can see I'm feeding that left-handed backswing. I'm unweighting my trail side. So let's hit one. Oh, that felt good. Pulled it a touch, but that felt super, super fast off the golf club. All right, let's tie it all together now with the down loading phase. How can we pull the arms down, seriously increase our club head speed? Right, so third and final golf ball. This is exactly how I want you to practice it. Go through each stage, step 1, step 2, and this is step 3. So how can we move down? How can we pull the arms down quicker? How can we feel like we're gonna stop the club? Of course, we're not gonna stop the club again in the swing. We're gonna swing all the way through, but it's the same feeling that you're putting pressure through the ground so you can pop up through the ball. Honestly, if you get this one, it's gonna completely transform your game. So let's give it a go. So starting left, moving away quick, uploading, left-handed backswing, and then we're gonna pull the arms down and get out the shot. Oh, that was a good one. That felt unbelievable. Wow, I will absolutely take that every day of the week on the golf course. So I hope that helped. Put those drills into your practice and then see if you can take them onto the course. Step 1, step 2, step 3, bring them all together, hit it further, hit longer drives, and then improve your golf.